Well, this video has been a long time in the making. While I haven't been working on editing for this video, I can say I've been trying to gain a lot of footage for this video on top of making a lot of silly clips, which holy crap, I did not expect these clips to blow up. I just wanted to say thank you, like the support has been amazing. So let's start from the beginning a bit here. I've been a pretty big advocate for Persona games to go to all platforms. After playing my first Persona game, Persona 5, I was locked out from playing the other Persona games until I emulated Persona 3 FES, and I bought a PS TV for Persona 4 Golden. Yes, a PS TV, if you can remember that, just like you remember the PS Vita. Since then, Persona 4 Golden had finally released on Steam, which I had made a video on why you should mod Persona 4 Golden when the mods were first coming out for it, which stupidly I jumped the gun on making a tutorial right away for it, which I do apologize for. It's of course been cut out of the video because it was just kind of a bad tutorial. And again, I do apologize to the modding community for that. Sadly, a lot of mods still remain broken from the 64-bit update that really didn't need to happen. They just did it to fall in line with the other modern platform releases that came out on all other platforms, on which Persona 3 Portable and Persona 5 finally had gotten a Steam release, which made them be able to be finally easily moddable. I personally have modded the RPCS3/PS3 version of Persona 5 before, but it was a bit difficult getting that up and running. The Steam release just makes it so streamlined with Reloaded too. But speaking about Persona 5, there's still crazy mod developments going on for that game, which maybe one day I will return to Persona 5, but one mod in particular that I'm really anticipating is ShrineFox's Vinesauce mod. It looks amazing. I know nothing about Vinesauce really, but I love how funny the mod is. The reason I gave this brief history of all of this is because modding used to be really difficult before the Steam releases. Tools like Emulous and Reloaded 2 has really made modding a lot more streamlined than having to unpack and repack the PS2 game on some wacky software that doesn't work and always giving the PS2 permissions, which if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically the PS2 has code to make sure that you're running a PS2 game on the said software. For whatever reason, I couldn't repack it and still have that initialization, so the game wouldn't essentially run. I was just really sad about it, but luckily with Emulous, I'm still not sure if I'm saying that right, it really just makes it a lot more streamlined to mod, for instance, Persona 3 FES currently. So with that brief history out of the way, you should mod Persona 3 Reload. Why should you mod Persona 3 Reload? Well, whether this is your first or second time playing Persona 3 Reload, there is a mod for you, but a big warning of events if you're not tech savvy and don't understand what you're doing while using the tutorial on getting started on Game Banana, which the link will be in the description below. I would then recommend that you don't play with mods your first playthrough, and then on your second playthrough, try to get mods to work so that you're not so frustrated that you just want to play the game, but now you've broken the game and you can't play it, which is not really likely to happen, but just be safe. If you don't know what you're doing, just play without mods for right now. With that being said, what mods are there? Well, there are mods to help with the graphics and FPS, model swapping, which big shout out to NekoRun for modding my VRoid model into Persona 3 Reload. Music packs, Drunk Hermit, literally, and one that changes the UI of the music and the MC. Yes, FEMC. So first, let's take a bit of a deeper dive into these mods. So Smooth 3 Reload is a mod that's meant to help with lower and higher graphics options, making it look smoother in an uncapped FPS, and anti-aliasing fix and upscaling. I'm going to also add that the models look a lot more sharper and smoother, and just a bit better quality than initial Persona 3 Reload. Now, it might sound silly to say, but I don't know. With using FreeCam, I just noticed all the smaller details, and I just come to appreciate, you know, having this game especially, but being able to mod the game to get these like higher details out of these models. I've been using this mod with not really needing to upscale as I'm running the game at 200% graphics. However, in saying that, I can admit I do notice the smoothness of the UI and the pause menu being at 120 FPS now than the previous 60 that the menu is capped at without mods. From what I've seen in the comments, it works best with 120, just so you're not, you know, skimming through dialogue too fast, or the dialogue appears too quick, or the menu UI appears too quick when you're selecting settings, etc. Also, this comment actually was able to help me play with Reloaded 2 while this mod was enabled, because this mod isn't actually a part of Reloaded 2, sadly. The only real risk of doing this is not really having a clean version per se, but as long as like you're not breaking anything, you should be good. I have noticed with running this mod on top of Reloaded 2 that the game will crash, and then you have to like basically press play again and then it works. It's not like anything in game, it's just when you initially start it up, it'll crash and then it will play just fine, in my experience anyway. So, model swapping. This one I'm sure you've seen plenty of my content recently in regards to this, and honestly it can be very cool to do, and can be messy as well. More! Maybe cursed creations, if I will add. It's honestly cool to see how many custom models already exist in the game, and it's really only been 2 months since the game has come out. Special shout out once again to Nekarun. I'm very appreciative that she was able to do this for me, modding my VRoid model within Persona 3 Reload and have it be playable, and I'm just super thankful for it. This being possible, as of course this is a kind of a difficult thing to do, especially for me who has no idea how to do it, but more so, I'm just really thankful that she went through the work to do this. So definitely check out her socials. Her Nexus mod page is available in the description as well. Please check her out, because I'm really like appreciative that she was able to do this for me. Anyway, here's a few model swap mods I really recommend. The first one being the Fez model for the silly memes. The Q2 models because they actually look pretty nice. It's just the phase models because it looks like quite a bit of work went into getting the designs just right for each character. And they look really nice, like I said. Also, the investigation team glasses adds better detail to the Persona 4 DLC already existing within Persona 3 Reload, so I definitely recommend that one. Oh, and you can replace Mitsuru with 2B. Very tough choice there. There is a Mega Man one too. I haven't played the games, but the models sure look nice. You can add the real Grim Reaper to the game as well. Is that the Grim Reaper? Lastly, I really like the Keyblade weapon swap, as I'm a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts. Although I'm more of a fan of Cage 2's ultimate weapon, I can say and admit that this Cage 3 ultimate weapon in this game looks very menacing and goes really hard. Now on to the music. There's quite a bit of music you can choose from. Some really dope ones, and then just some very tasty ones, if you will.
There are 2 targets.
So the one meme one I like so far is of course the Reese Puffs mix. That one's just hilarious. Sadly I can't play the full version because of copyright, just in case. And just normal music from the Persona series that I've been using is the Persona Q music because, I don't know, it just adds a variety to the music and adds flavor. I also added Xenoblade music. I'll put a link in the description because I feel like I'm just scratching the surface for like all the music mods that you can add, just so that you can go through every like mod and such and just, you know, scroll through and see which ones you like and, you know, download it and get it ready for when you are ready to, you know, mod eventually. Which one I'm very much anticipating is The World Ends With You music pack, because I really love The World Ends With You, and anyone who supports and tries to mod in any The World Ends With You stuff, because The World Ends With You is such a great game and you have to play it. If you're a Persona fan even, play The World Ends With You, I'm serious. Then there are just mods like Drunk Hermit, literally.
Don't worry, I still go to it even at my age, lol. Is sexist to thick and woman can only be happy when tied down.
Honestly, I'd love to see funnier ones in the future like this. I'd really like to see everyone drunk and reload, because it probably would make the game completely cursed and really funny. Please make that a thing. Cursed drunk Sona through reload, literally. That would be amazing. Now finally, let's talk about the FEMC mod. The FEMC mod is honestly super impressive. It of course adds the female protagonist from Portable into Reload with her own 3D model, unique animations, unique UI, and pause menu. This truly feels like the real FEMC deal. I personally was pretty bummed that the FEMC route wouldn't exist in this version of the game, as I really don't like Portable much overall. This mod really makes it feel like the real deal, and I'm just really happy with everyone that was able to make this happen. And, you know, I just cannot wait to see where this goes. Currently, I think Mudkip is working on an update that I really don't have access to, and I didn't really reach out, so what you're seeing is probably before that update, and there's probably even more stuff going on from what I can see from Twitter, or X, we'll call it, I guess. Of course, just keep in mind it is like a work in progress. Nothing is like finalized or finished, but for what they have right now, it genuinely looks amazing. So with that all being said, I think you should mod Persona 3, as there's quite a lot of projects that people are really passionate in, but also the silliness that can occur when you have too many mods enabled at the same time. So with that all being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. And you know what? Put your mod ideas in the comments. I just want to see the silly ideas that you guys might have, and hopefully maybe someone who knows how to mod, you know, sees the comment and they're like, huh, I think I'll just try that. Okay, see ya. Peace.